Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more EU4, the Re-Reconquista. We fought another war against Aragon and France. France is no longer allied to Aragon, which is kind of one of the big things we really wanted. Now we're just sort of sitting back and letting the Ottomans do some more sieges and just get us a lot of free war score. Biggest issue I took out of that war is, one, we have pretty high war exhaustion, but it's not too bad right now. We lost a lot of manpower, but to be fair, we had also lost a lot of manpower fighting the Mamluks, so had we not lost so much there, I think we'd be in an okay position. Also, I lost, like, my entire navy. Because, freaking, of course we did. So I'm going to go ahead and just spend all this ill-gotten gains we just got and start building up our light ships again so we can start making some serious cash. The Aragonese do have a navy, but it's relatively minor. Do we know where it is? No, it's most likely docked up somewhere over here, but I don't know where. Corsican separatists. These guys might actually break free. That would be fun. Trying to build... Oh, hello. You have an army again. Tunisian separatists fired. Okay, and Corsica did, in fact, break free. Wow, what a fantastic timing that is. It's kind of funny. Yeah... We're not going to hold on to this for much longer. I think we'll get this fort before they get theirs. The Tunisian separatists are, unfortunately massive this time around. But if I can get a little help, it won't matter too much. In fact, there's an argument to be made that we should just sort of sit back on this war and let the Ottomans help me. If they want to. They're not obligated to do so. But if they want to be helpful, you know, it won't be so bad. So we did get Napoli. That's another huge chunk of war score, so we're sitting at 99%. Do I think that anyone's going to come and assist? The Ottomans are currently not moving to do so. Tunisian separatists are moving. I want you guys to kind of group up with me. No, not going to do that. Just going to leave me high and dry to die? Okay. Looks like Aragon had to retreat, and they now have some noble rebels. That's not a big deal. I'm debating whether it's going to cause a problem with returning cores. Well, we have a call for peace, and if no one's going to assist me against Tunis, there's not a lot of point in continuing what we're doing right now. Except that now we can't actually get Girona back. Well, I can just demand it, and we'll hand it off manually instead. How's that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. We cannot do anything else there. We could try to get them to revoke something. I don't care about Corsica. Maybe have you give up claims against me specifically or something. Sure. It doesn't really affect the truce timer at all, and it just means they don't have as many cores to work with me against in the future. Nothing over here. Yeah, so is this a happy peace deal? I think it's a happy peace deal. And I can't actually hand anything off because it costs too much war score. So yeah, this is the best we can do. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Dunskies. Goodbye, suckers. And Catalonia did, in fact, get this just by demanding it outright. We couldn't revoke the core, but, you know, we got rid of it. So, that is the entirety of the coast of eastern Iberia now under my control, which means once these guys are annexed, I'm going to have actually a pretty darn good presence in the Genoese trade node. I can move my trade port. That'll be nice. We actually should now start possibly annexing these guys. I mean, it's not like they have to core any of these provinces anyway, right? So, like, yeah, let's just go ahead and start the annexation process of Catalonia, or do I want to do Valencia first? Let's do Valencia first. Ideally, we time this just right, so we can annex both of them and finish them both off. That said, kind of need a lot of power to work toward the next idea group and finish this off. We can hold off on Catalonia a little bit. Let's go ahead and just continue with Valencia. And that's going to have to be good enough for now. So these guys are now sitting in Kef, which is fine. Military access from Morocco. Sure, I guess. Why not? Working on this core over here, colony in Tajhari. Then we got to go to Jardo, We could start working on claims against, like, Air and stuff. Or Katsina, who are technologically inferior to me. We should be able to beat these guys. Let's go ahead and start getting some spy network. How are we doing on relationship slots? Maxed out. Okay. I was curious if I should get myself, like, another, I don't know, ally down there or something. You guys can go ahead and start protecting trade in Sevilla again. And get what money we can. Let's go ahead and mothball my forts, with the exception of Kef, which is already under siege, so we can't actually slow that one down. Or mothball it by accident. Maxed out relations right now with Great Britain. We have a royal marriage with the Ottomans. That's great. You are still not interested in being an ally. Mainly because we don't have enough naval strength. That's one of the big reasons. If we got 18 more reasons there, that would get me up to, what, 55? Stronger army. If we could just get you to be friendly with me. If we could just get you to be friendly with me, then we would, in fact, be able to get an ally in Great Britain. Which would be useful against Castille and France in the future. Potentially. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and consolidate you guys. I'm going to actually go ahead and get some more mercenary infantry, because we can afford it. And I like to have a stronger front line that's not going to cost me all of my manpower. Ottomans declared war on the Commonwealth. Reconquest. I guess they did somehow take Kryn. This feels like a very dangerous war you've decided to take on. But okay. Don't call me in. Aragon has been excommunicated Tuscany. That's an interesting choice. Not a surprising one, though. They're going to want to push into Italy if possible. Consolidate the front line. Let's go ahead and fight in Kairouan. Okay, cost me a little bit more manpower, but all in all, not the worst. And now we can go ahead and turn off this fort. Granadan particularists. Yeah, we need to get that war exhaustion down pretty badly. It is ticking down slowly on its own. But if this gets too close, I may have to just go ahead and pay off some war exhaustion. Just to reduce the odds the particularists become a huge issue. Tech, almost time for tech. Could get a state. Up over here. It's not bad. We don't own everything, but I mean, I think it might be worthwhile. And we'll have enough power to get the tech, right? I mean, we already do. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn this into a state. 181 power is a lot of power. I'll give it that. Don't have any important trade ports over there yet, so I don't see the point in doing a trade edict exactly. I mean, we could, but I don't think we need to. I do think it would be nice to go ahead and swap the edict here temporarily to enforcing religious unity, which should allow me to convert these guys a heck of a lot faster. I'd also like to get some mysticism so we can speed it up too. That also would help a little bit. That didn't make as much of a difference as I thought it would. What's affecting my missionary strength right now? Base value 2%. No, that just is terrible. That's all it is. Could go for the... I thought I had a missionary guy. I guess we don't anymore. He must have died. Never mind. There's a cheap fort defense guy, and since right now I'd value the power, let's go ahead and pick you up. Could promote you. At the moment I can afford it. So let's go ahead and do that. Granadan particularists are about to fire. This will be a big one if we let this fire. 49,000 is a bit more than I want to deal with, especially when I have no manpower. So, as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to spend some diplo power to pay off some war exhaustion. Twice. And that eliminates almost the entirety of the Granadan particularists. Now it's only a 12k stack. We can handle that. Okay. Let's go ahead and put down rebels. In a few key areas. That should do for now. Cadiz apparently still technically has a little bit of unrest, but that's because we're converting them. Okay, well, it cost me a lot of important power, but I mean, hey. We avoided a nasty issue. I don't want to lose more legitimacy when I'm only down to 66. It's pretty bad. Can't afford another manufactory at the moment. We did just get a new state, though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's do that. That's a pretty good amount of money. It's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. All right, so Valencia is well on their way. I mean, we could start the annexation process here. It would cost me a fair bit. If we do this, it's going to cost me 4 per month. We're going to lose, like, a lot of that once I finish annexing one of them. So it ties up a diplomat for a while, but I think we can do this. But I really wanted to get that last idea. You know? I'm already doing a Diplo focus. I think I'm okay with having Catalonia as a vassal for a while. It's okay. I am surprised we can't finish a mission. I guess we have to actually annex Valencia first. It can't be just owned by me through a vassal. It has to be actually directly owned and cored by me. I guess that's fine. Okay, now it's January. Let's go ahead and pick up the tech. Upgrade to cannons is always fun. A lot more fire value coming down the pipe. I'm going to max out that fire value because I like it. And we also have a pretty decent fire general, at least for the time being. But there we go. We are pretty high on the corruption side of things. I guess we can go ahead and debase the currency. I'm not going to root out corruption quite that aggressively. But with the extra cash, let's get some more temples, because a couple are pretty good. And we are making progress with you, right? Yeah. It's going to be at least 3 more years. Ouch. Pretty slow there, aren't we? Yeah. Now we're losing a lot of money. This freaking inflation, though. I'm going to go ahead and start paying some of it down with my extra admin power. These last couple states, not that important. Getting rid of some inflation could be helpful. Glory of the Army. Gain prestige, thank you. We should have... Hello, a bunch more trade ships. These guys should have gone out to immediately start protecting trade, but they didn't. Still, this should get me a lot more control. Social mobility, gain extra influence with the merchants. No. Ouch. Kind of sucks. Internal conflicts. Okay. We're capped out on, or rather, we're taking some attrition, which is dumb. Let's move somewhere else with pretty good supply. And we're going to go ahead and start drilling. I mean, since we're going to be sitting on high army maintenance for a little bit anyway, and I want these guys to stay alive and okay, we might as well start building up some army professionalism and some extra skill. I mean, why not? It's always a good question to ask. Just why not? I'd like to get a couple more transports, if we don't mind. Mothball what I can. Naval force limits, still got 5 left, so we're okay there. Just a few more transports, just in case I need to move things around, you know? How much money are we losing? Fair bit. How about we just mostly ignore corruption for a little bit? Would love to get ahead of time on that Diplotech to get my trade efficiency back. But, oh well. More returning of unlawful territory. Saxony has been a good emperor so far. They've been doing what they're supposed to for the most part, keeping people mostly broken up. It's basically Austria and Brandenburg who just don't give a crap. Oldenburg's actually played a pretty good game, and even Holland's grown a little bit. The big thing that I'm seeing here that makes Saxony look weak is that Denmark actually has taken some HRE territory. They ate Lübeck, which is good for Denmark, but not good for the emperor. I'm kind of surprised that Denmark was able to pull that off, actually. Okay, we finally have some manpower coming back in. Thank God. Rebels are mostly doing fine. Granada in particulars don't matter. Our general just gained a siege pip. That's always a nice little surprise. Freaking inflation. Would love this to go away. We can actually fight the Mamluks again, who is currently in a war against Yemen. Doesn't feel like a very substantial war. Nah, you're fine. So if the Ottomans wanted to assist me with this, that'd be one thing. I have a lot of claims in northern Egypt, the northern Sahara, that I can use, which would be quite nice. A few more trade ships. Let's go ahead and protect some trade there. Once I finish annexing Valencia, we have to decide if we want to go ahead and move our trade port into Genoa. The problem with Genoa is, even though it is an end node with a lot of value, I'll have so little control there because there are so many natural harbors and stuff to compete with here. Like, we just won't have very good control here, almost certainly. So I'm kind of debating whether it still makes sense to keep collecting in Sevilla for the time being. Maybe send a merchant down here to collect what we can, because why let the money just go into the ether? But not too important. France is no longer rival to the Ottomans. They've rivaled me. Uh-oh. Don't like seeing France hating me for the end of time. Oh, we drilled and got a maneuver pip now. Well, that's nice. Britain, I really think that you and I ought to be buds. I really do. We could work together. You just really, really respect a strong navy. If only you would have a friendly attitude toward me. If only you would. Looks like the noble rebels may have just broken Aragon, or at least all that stuff just disappeared, so I'm assuming that it did. Okay. Keep you guys mothballed for the time being. How are we doing with the colony? Pretty decent. More rebels. The natives are aggressive down here, if you haven't noticed. Guess we'll go ahead and start building up a spy network down there as well. Scandal in the courts. Oh, good lord. Not really in the mood for that. We can get a free policy. Trade efficiency or a merchant? I think just straight up trade efficiency could be better for me right now. And that's all we've got. I could pay some Diplo power to get a bit more than that, but this is going to translate us into free cash. Like, outright, lots of free cash, I think. Trade's going to go from 18 up to 21.67. Yes, please. Had to take a loan. Unfortunate, but oh well. Still not seeing anything extraordinary here. Manpower, 968. That, however, is pretty helpful. You guys still doing okay? Wow, you're getting even more pips. This general's having a great time right now. A couple more trade ships. Protect trade in Sevilla again. France has allied Utrecht. I'm hoping that means you are full up on your relationship slots and that you are not going to be allying Aragon anytime soon. Ah, you have La Plata as your colony, so you are contesting South America. Okay. Truce with Castille expires in 4 years. Portugal has no ally, but they are guaranteed by Castille. Castille has no friends. I mean, obviously, when given the chance, we are going to have to just go and kill Castille again. I do have another merchant. We could try steering elsewhere and get some more caravan power. Down, for example, in Katsina. However, I can also just go ahead and send my merchant here and collect from trade. Not a lot of point in doing that yet. But I do think we will try to collect what we can out of Genoa once I own Valencia. I mean, it's worth something. France bought something in India from Mawar. I don't like how the AI just goes around doing that, buying provinces and stuff. You know how much it costs to buy those things? Like 6,000 ducats. Costs a lot, dude. I do like this 633 heir that I have right now, but my legitimacy is suffering so long as we have this Regency Council. Let's pull off of you for a minute. I want to get a royal marriage with the Ottomans again. You are still fighting the Commonwealth. Presumably you're doing okay. But I'm not going to be able to call you in against, like, the Mamluks or anything so long as that's going on. Not a lot of point in having as much spy network as this, to be honest. I just kind of want this to be done here. 968, it's going up by 4. It's going to be a few more months, but we'll finish off this. And once that's done, we can actually go ahead and start colonizing here and then pick up the claims. And then go to war if we want to, against a lot of the Central African powers. What's down here? Tuscany? Tuscany. Great Britain, France. Yeah, we got some people sitting around here in Western Africa. Not as much as I would have expected, though. Great Britain's moved their way down a little bit. Yaka, Tuscany. Tuscany is playing the colonial game. That's very bizarre to me to see. Very bizarre. I mean, good for you. But that's as weird as, like, I don't know, Ulm. It's not as weird as Ulm. That's an exaggeration. But it's like seeing Scotland going all the way and just taking the Cape, you know? It's like, what the crud is happening here? All right, so that's done. Now we can go here, send you. Now all I need to do is just technically own this, which will happen in 140 days. We can get our core here, apparently. Any more things we want, like manpower and stuff? 0.08, that's pretty good. We'll grab that. Castille has 31,000 troops. I'm not even sure how you can afford that. You've been bankrupt so many times. Keep these guys grouped up just in case. Tech trade, go to Sevilla. Valencia is over halfway done at this point. Andalusia gains some extra trade power, or we get a trade efficiency guy who's cheap. Right now, the diplomatic reputation is allowing me to annex faster. But I'm not going to want him forever, so I kind of like the idea of going for a trade efficiency. That said, once I'm done with that, I'm going to lose a lot of my diplomatic reputation, which reduces the likelihood that some people are going to join in on wars and stuff. Do I just want to take the short-term benefit of some trade power? I mean, really, what's another 10 going to do for me, though? Like, really? Nothing. It's going to do nothing. Whatever. We'll take the advisor. Maybe we use it, maybe we don't. Legalism or mysticism? I think we're going to go down the mysticism route this time. Start building up a teensy-weensy bit of extra missionary strength over time. Let's get this colonized, or started. And... There it is, thank you. Now it's time to get some claims. And that's all I wanted. Thank you! Bye! Have a wonderful time! Kind of messed that one up a little bit. Isn't that a thing that was at the end of, like, I don't know, Simpsons or something? Bye, have a wonderful time. Whatever. Cadiz has been converted. This will take 72 months. Good lord. Even with the extra 1% missionary strength down here, it is rough. 52 months. 45 is more reasonable. I guess we can try. I've got to make some progress, otherwise I'm not going to get that mission finished. 2 missions, in fact. Because we have the restoring of Al-Andalus, which everyone needs to be Sunni, and we have the restoration of Kurtuba, which gives some sort of a special modifier, and that also just requires the same area being Sunni. Moroccan conquest. This would be nice. We're not going to be able to do that. I don't want to lose Morocco anytime soon. Granada in particular are still not gone. I find that hilarious. We can start spying on Aragon with the anticipation that we're going to get to kill them. I have to be sure... Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Ooh, my truce with France is going to end before the truce with Castille. Technically, Castille and France could form a coalition against me. Basically, the second that we are able to kill Castille, we need to do so before they form a coalition. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck for a very, very long time. Because you guys have all the aggressive expansion in the world. Hey, a government upgrade. Well, let's see. The Deliberative Assembly. We can go for Royal Decrees, Absolutism. Good for the Age of Absolutism, which we're way off still. Aristocratic Court, more army tradition. Or Production Efficiency, just straight up more money. The Maximum Absolutism is good, but I don't think it's going to matter in this particular game, because I don't think we're going to play very long in the Age of Absolutism, or at least I hope we don't. Because I want to just conquer Iberia and end the achievement. Brabant, allied Castille. You got a friend. Alright, I stand corrected. You have a single bud. Japan? Ooh, we've learned about Japan, and they have formed. Okay, we actually can see a lot more of the world. Definitely do not like seeing that France has these little ports all over the place. France is... Oh, the Mughals formed from the Timurids. Scary. Very scary. Mughals stronka. Wait a minute, what do you mean? What do you mean that you see some of the same vital provinces? Wow, the Mughals are ambitious. Everything in red and in yellow. They have decided that they want. Okay. Boomer, have fun with that. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Okay, so we could get some more states still. Again, it's the same nonsense as before, so do I want to spend the power on just reducing inflation? I think so. We're finally below that 5% threshold, which means we're not going to get the same nasty events. So I can actually leave it here for a while, and that's fine. That doesn't bother me. Finally, though. Good lord. Hajj caravans raided. No! We can't really keep losing more prestige, or legitimacy. We do have a single loan out. Oh, and Portugal is allied Castile. Okay. So you're no longer guaranteeing their independence, which is fine. It does mean that when we want to fight, we're going to have to do this whole thing all over again. Except this time I'm not so opposed to co-belligerizing somebody. We may actually attack Castile directly, to be honest, and just co-belligerize Portugal after that. That said, we may not be able to, now that I think about it. And my general died, the only guy I had left. Boo! Okay, let's get a new guy. That's extremely balanced. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Aragon declared war on Corsica for reconquests. Just leave him alone. What's wrong with you? Done nothing to deserve this hatred. So, yeah, I want to go down here and conquer this, and we will, but not until I've had a chance to put back down Castile, and we are going to be going to war in about 2 years. 1.5 years. Roughly. Very important, I think, that we do that before France can join up a coalition. I don't want to face their combined might. I mean, I guess what we could do is ignore them, let Castile and France form a coalition if they so desire, and then the second Portugal becomes available, kill them. But then I can't co-belligerize Castile, so really, what do we gain? And the answer is nothing, I think, basically. We're doing okay on military power. I guess I could strengthen the government and get some legitimacy that way. We could also try to get some more promoted cultures, and we probably should. I know I don't have the tech, but getting Tunisian up with another 20% is good, and they're not in the culture group, so that actually gets me a huge benefit. And then, yeah, we save up some more diplomatic tech. Corsica's already dead. I didn't think that was going to take long, but eesh, that was super speedy. I don't like that you still have a royal marriage with France, by the way. That's another thing I don't like. Granadan particularists. You also I don't like. What is wrong with you guys? Go away. At this point, my war exhaustion should be gone. It's because I'm doing the freaking missionary stuff. We could do a holy order. Does this affect the entire state? It does, actually. Move 2 towards mysticism for every province in the state. Province... Oh, wait, but this is province effect, not state effect missionary strength. Because that's a way to speed this up a little bit. But do I really want to get a freaking holy order in every single one? The answer is probably not. That's a lot of power to spend for not a whole lot of benefit. I don't like that my power projection's gone. We can insult the Mamluks. I could do a scornful insult and make the Ottomans like me. Oh, look, that's some lovely filth over there. It's a Monty Python reference. I love it. 10 power projection. It's not enough to get me where I need to go, but, I mean, it helps. Let's do that. Call them filth. Mughals have rivaled France. Good enough for me. Stay far away from me, please. And let's also issue an embargo against the Mamluks. I probably should have done that to begin with. Truce with France is gone. Scary. Scary. I'm surprised we are still allowed to keep Aragon as a rival. I guess I do have a lot of territory still in Italy. Almost said India. Military improvements. Tech cost reduction until 1572. Actually, we should be able to gain a benefit out of that. That's enough time. And obsoleting a fort. It's a very important tech level. Love it. How's the institution looking as far as the printing press? Well, technically, I suppose we are indeed growing here because Protestantism exists. So I have no incentive to really convert them because I have a chance at getting a little bit of institution. But basically, it's not going to be coming to us anytime soon unless I do a heck of a lot of development, and I'm not in the mood. The Ottomans are still fighting the Commonwealth. Taking a lot of damage down here in the south. But they're trying to push up here. I don't know. I'm not sure who's going to win this fight. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised to see that Protestantism has grown a lot. Reformed is doing pretty well as well. Catholicism looked so dominant this game. And now it doesn't. Man, the League War is actually going to be fun. All right, we need to end this video here, though. So I think this is a good place to be done. Castille has some noble rebels up here. That's fine. So we're going to kill Castille very, very, very soon. Probably at the beginning of the next episode. And we should be able to eat quite a bit of territory off of them. Probably release Galicia as a vassal, just so we can weaken them further and get some additional cores. We'll eat Portugal in the process. Then after that, I'm seriously debating just dropping the alliance with Morocco so I can start eating them and consolidating more of my territory, because we have missions to do so and a lot of claims. But if I'm going to do that, then I want to make sure we have another friend. Hello, Great Britain. Yeah. Let's just do that right now. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to be over our relationship limit for a little while, but once we're done with Valencia, and that's not going to be much longer, we'll be fine. And I get a nice, strong ally, which I should be able to use, and we can drop Morocco like a hot potato, eat all their territory, eat more of Africa, start really growing a massive power base in Africa proper, and then keep smashing Iberia every opportunity we get. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.